Hello everyone, and welcome back to another speed build. For today's speed build, I have a lovely little cottage that is close to the water or shoreline in Windenberg, and it's a nice little small home, just a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom as per usual. And I built it on this lot in Windenberg that I can't remember the name of. I think it's a 30 by 20 lot, but it's one of the ones that's quite close by the water there that has a nice kind of ocean views. So, but yeah, when I first started building this little house, I initially had started building it during during the fall season, because it was going to be a fall build, and then I ended up switching it to just being a summer build. So, because it was initially going to be kind of like an orangey, reddish house, but I ended up changing it up. So, but yeah, so that's why it ended up being the color that it is in the end. Yeah, so this house is cute and simple. I didn't use any custom content or anything, so I was kind of tempted to, but I didn't. And then it's got like this really nice little pop-out entrance on the front, and the inside's kind of like a mishmash of like, I don't know what the decor style really is. I guess it's got kind of a cottagey feel that's a little bit antique-y slash vintage slash rundown sort of thing. I don't know if that makes sense. I might just be rambling, but yeah, so that's what the inside looks like as well. I was didn't know what kind of like windows to put on this cute little place. I really like those windows from the Wedding Stories pack. They're like kind of like these little windows with like shutters and stuff. So I initially was gonna go for those kinds of windows, but they just, I don't know. I wish there was like one big one of those windows. They're like two little separate small ones, so it just looks kind of weird to me. So I just, whatever. So I decided to go with something different. And the roofing pattern is that nice little kind of sheet metal roof that I believe is from Island Living, actually. But I like it because it's got kind of like this rundown, kind of like shabby feel, I guess. So it kind of works nice, like with the decor of the house. So, but yeah. So, what else about this house? I can't remember when I started this build. I started this, I think, about a week or two ago, and then I started the inside of it because I had the outside completely done, and then I kind of sat there for a while because I was like, oh, I don't know, like what to do to finish it or anything. That's the problem with like building. Like, I feel like if I don't get it done like right away, when I come back to it, sometimes I'm like, I don't really feel inspired anymore to finish it. So I'm sure that happens to a lot of people that build in The Sims. So, but yeah, I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, and if you're in the States, I believe it was Thanksgiving weekend, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not in the States, I'm in Canada, so we had our Thanksgiving back in like October, so I always found it kind of interesting that the United States has their Thanksgiving in November, because it seems really late to me, but when you're in Canada and you grow up with having Thanksgiving in October, is just normal, I guess. So, but yeah, that's what we do over here. So, and yeah, wherever you guys are you getting snow or anything? Like, it's, we don't have any yet. It's really cold right now, but we're supposed to get snow here in the next couple of days, so we'll see how that goes, because it's Vancouver and generally don't get snow here too often. Get snow in the mountains, but not down near the water very often, so, and people can't drive in it either, so that should be interesting. But yeah, I got my hot chocolate here and just kind of doing this voiceover, so but yeah, so, and then the landscaping, it's very simple. I don't really know what to say about landscaping when I'm showing it. It's just like landscaping is landscaping. You put some nice flowers and kind of combine things. There are the odd time that I will choose like a color palette to go with for like certain flowers. Like let's say I'm doing like kind of like an orange theme or a yellow theme, or maybe even red, but not too often, and I do that. So yeah, I feel like there's just not much to chat about when it comes to landscaping. So, and then the inside here, I initially went with that cottage living wallpaper, but I found it was just too much print for the entire house, so I believe I changed it over to just more of a neutral color, I think, or it was like a green or something, I can't remember. And then I used those lovely countertops from I think that's the Country Kitchen kit, I think. Yes, that is. I get it mixed up with the cottage living countertops because they look very, well, sort of similar. They got a similar thing going on, but yeah, so the kitchen's quite small, but pretty much all the room you need and everything. So, and I love that that wood siding, but I didn't keep it. I ended up going with something else. I think that's from the Werewolves pack, but yeah, so, but yeah, it's kind of a fun, cute little build, nothing too crazy. I got a winter build coming up that I'm going to be putting a video out on, and for that build I actually used some custom content in it, so stay tuned for that, I guess. But I didn't realize how pretty Moonwood Mill looks in the wintertime, because I've only played in that world for like summer or like fall, and like during the wintertime it's such a pretty world, so I suggest checking it out, because man, like, just, I don't know, it's just the way everything is put together, because it's like a logging town, so it's got really pretty evergreen trees and pine trees and fir trees and stuff, so it just, yeah, it just looks really pretty. So can't really describe it, you have to go look at it yourself. So and my Amazon thing is like turning on and listening to me, that's so creepy. Anyways, but yeah, not much else to really report on this house. Most of my builds are pretty simple nowadays. I don't like making too many complicated things, so, but yeah, so stay tuned for that upcoming winter build, because it's really pretty. I love how it turned out. I do like how this house turned out too. It just took me a while to finish it and stuff, so the excitement is kind of gone, so but yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you see. And I wish I had more stuff to talk about, but there's really not much interesting things going on except for doing builds and then finishing some projects for my semester. It'll be nice to be done in the next week or two here, and then I get a Christmas break, which that'll be really nice. So yeah, so but yeah, if you subscribed and you're new here, hello, and I'm glad that you like my videos. And yeah, but other than that, I'll probably leave you guys with the rest of the build, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.